Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation. In this opportunity, we will talk about our amazing app, Canada Flashback. The founders of our app are Yana, Nila, and Sophie, and me, Amy Paredes. Let's start with this question. What is Canada Flashback? Well, it's an app where users will find the best way to organize their trips on the trails of Canada's Indigenous people because they will find assistance of adventurous options to do and recommendations of hotels and restaurants. So, our industry is not just football culture, it focuses on the indigenous tourism in general. In this sense, we believe that travelers will also increase the education and awareness of that neglected sector. We also think that our app will be successful as it satisfies several trends of the tourism industry in 2018. For example, according to the website Entrepreneur, the Generation Z or Millennials will focus on adventure trips, the use of social media, gain lifetime experiences, and live streaming. That's why our app offers the possibility for our customers to participate, share, and interact with other users. Finally, according to the trends insights mentioned before, we target our market into geographic regions from Canada and around the world. Our target is represented by young people who value traveling, gaining exciting experiences, and adventure. Therefore, we will focus our target on four countries: Germany, United Kingdom, China, and Canada, because according to the Canadian Tourism Commission, it was found that those travelers enjoy learning about culture, nature, and history, and having authentic experiences without itineraries. Also, according to Statistics Canada, those are the main overseas countries who visit Canada. Now, I will give you a brief summary of Indigenous communities. There are three main groups of Indigenous people in Canada. The First Nations. There are 634 First Nations in Canada which speak more than 50 distinct languages. The Métis, which are located in Ontario, Quebec, and Eastern Canada. Finally, the Inuits. There are four groups of Inuit Indigenous people located in Yukon, northern Quebec, and Labrador. Now, Sophie is going to continue with our presentation.
While we created our app, we constantly kept the 4 C's of e-marketing in mind and tried to apply it. The first one is the consumer. Nowadays, it's really important to understand consumers' needs. Therefore, in our app, we include different trends like interactions, such as social media and sharing activities on social media accounts. The second one is cost. Our app is cost effective for our users in terms of time, because with this app, they won't have to spend too much time searching on the internet and looking for indigenous activities, as we will provide information about accommodations, places to visit, and more activities. Also, it's possible to download our app for free. The third one is convenience. Using an app is more convenient for our target group because they're the kind of people that use technology and their cell phones all the time. Also, the app is easy to access and it's easy to log in. Using an app on a mobile phone is very handy for our customers. The last one is communication. The consumers would be able to know that our app exists with advertisements on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. We also advertise our app in magazines, blogs, and websites that are related to traveling. To reinforce the use of the app, consumers should be able to log in using their email or Facebook or Instagram account. And now Jana will continue and present our app, Canada Flashback.
If you're interested in using our app, we found an easy way for you to register. You can either sign up using your personal email address or using social media information such as Facebook or Instagram. You also get to choose the language in which you want the app to continue. So let's assume you're using Facebook. You have the opportunity to create your own indigenous story and choose among a variety of activities. For example, you can find out more about Inuit adventures, culture, education and clothing, wildlife like fishing and hunting, cuisine and nature. So if you're interested in Inuit adventures, you can select Inuit adventure. After selecting Inuit adventures, a menu opens where you get to choose whether you want to plan your own trip, see personal photo stories experienced by other users, or to sign in for a newsletter. The newsletter could provide news regarding the Indigenous society, just like the news article about Justin Trudeau apologizing to the Indigenous culture. And it could also inform about the news hotspots to visit. So if you want to plan your own trip, the app provides adventure options to choose from. It offers the possibility to book a flight and manage your own different activities on your trip in your personal calendar. You also have the opportunity to return to your profile, search for keywords, or contact us personally for specific questions. So now let's assume you are searching for an adventure option. There is a variety of adventure options to choose from. You can, for example, learn how to build an igloo, find out about dog sledding tours, or places to see polar bears. For dog sledding tours, for example, you click on dog sledding. And now Nele will continue.
Then the app introduces several companies that offer dog sledding tours. There are 3 companies here that offer them. Inupak Outfitting is located in Nunavut, Beck's Kennels in Yellowknife, Northwestern Territories, or the Home of the Ranch, which provides Aboriginal dog sledding tours in the Rocky Mountains. The user has the possibility to rank the provided activities and recommendations. As you can see here, Inupak has been ranked the best with 4 stars by other users, and Beck's Kennels and Home of the Ranch follow with 3 and 2 stars. Only the best ranked will show on this site. There is a button which contains more companies for dog sledding. When you select Inupak Outfitting, the app takes you to some general information about Inupak and their special adventurous dog sledding tours to give you a deeper insight on the activity. If you click on Find Out More, the app takes you to a variety of pictures of the location itself and a link to the company's website. Or you can browse interesting places near Inupak. You can then find out about nearby recommended places. For example, which accommodations there are near Inupak Outfitting, which restaurants are recommended, and which activities you could do in the surrounding area. Let's assume you want to find out about accommodations near Inupak. There are 3 different providers that offer accommodations: Airbnb, Hostelworld, and Booking.com. A hyperlink takes you directly to a personalized website of the individual companies. For example, if you wanted to find out which nearby Airbnb accommodations there are, you click on the Airbnb logo and the hyperlink takes you to a website that lists all nearby accommodations offered by Airbnb. After planning your Indigenous story, you might think about how to get from one place to another. You click on Book Your Flights. If, for example, you decided to do a dog sledding tour in Nunavut, a tipi excursion in Labrador, and would like to also see Toronto, we provided a perfect solution for you. There is the possibility to book flights with stopovers based on the website Skiplagged. Our app has a partnership which offers special discounts to you. Now, after you booked everything, you can manage your whole trip in your own personal calendar. And now Ann-Sophie will show you how to do that.
Your calendar shows you what you have booked so far. For example, your flights, your activities, and accommodation. And as you can see here, the person already booked the flights, a dog sledding tour, and some hotels. In addition to planning your trip, you can share your adventures and experiences in a photo story, which you can find also in the main menu. If you, for example, decided to share your experiences on Instagram, you can click right here. On this page, you will find some previous posts of users who did our tours and used our app. We want to use influencers which share their experiences on social media platforms. This way, our app gets more promoted and more popular. And also, the indigenous people will be recognized and appreciated in our society. The influencers and tourists that have already visited indigenous locations could also post their favorite accommodations, restaurants, and possible activities on their social media account. We would be happy if you would post your individual indigenous story and use the hashtag #MyIndigenousStory in order to make our app more popular and help other people get the chance to experience Canada on the trail of the indigenous culture.
And now it's your turn to create your indigenous story.